Another lacking, all black, don't draw attention, cause it's just not enough room in this small city. Cleaning crew is out to get you, can you dodge 50? 50-50 odds, hear the applause and the black ripping through the avenues in the parks full of guys chilling at the bar cause mama boyfriend Ron tripping, ripping through their hearts with what he doing after dark, and mama working late and she don't know cause they don't have the heart. It's safe to say in them shoes, they dark in them. Swim the shore before the whales and the sharks get them. So many bodies in the waters, you ain't gotta swim them. You on the shoulders of the fallen, trying to outlive them.
Shalom, shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shah Barakatah, family. Shalom. Hey, it's your brother, Captain Azariah of FOG. Here with the powerful soldier of FOG out of Dallas, the brother Yeshaya. Looks like my other powerful brother, Elder Marshall out of Baltimore. He just jumped in this thing. He here with me also.
Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Con. Hey, first and foremost, again, we got to give all praises to the Heavenly Father. That's Yahweh, right? In the name of his only son, who the world falsely calls Jesus Christ, right? His real name in the ancient Paleo Hebrew is Yahweh Shah, but his name, if you want to speak it properly in the English, is simply Joshua. All right. Again, I'm your brother, Captain Azariah. Definitely happy to be back with you, family. I know it's been a while since I personally have been live, but I promise you, family, that we're going to be back and we're going to be getting back at it. We got some content and some lessons coming for you. I'm going to let the elder go ahead and address y'all, and the brother Yeshaya address y'all. And then we're going to get to it because it's a lot going on, right? So go ahead, elder. You got anything to say?
Like always. I just want to say shalom to the Akim Akwat out there. I give all praise to Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakatah. You know what I'm saying? Always a pleasure to be out here speaking to the family. Always a pleasure to be out here with you, Captain, and all the mighty soldiers of FOG. You know, so we're just happy to be here again to be bring the word out, and we're just gonna get in and talk about what's going on in the world right now.
Yeah, brother, powerful brother Yeshaya.
This your brother Yeshaya. You know what I'm saying? Ready to get it in with the powerful captain, with the elder Masha, for a powerful edification. And hopefully, y'all sit back, take your notes, get your pens. This is gonna be a powerful lesson from the, again, powerful brother Azariah, our captain. With that being said, I yield.
All praises. Again, definitely happy to be with the Akim. Happy to be with my brothers. Happy to be here with y'all, family. If y'all can't tell, we're all excited, because it's exciting times that we currently living in, right? We can sit back, and see what's going on out here in this world, right? With the current situation, right? If you're not aware, if you've been, under a rock, as they say, look, man, World War III has already popped off. All right. It's just that America is not actively in it. Okay. World War I and World War II were going on before America entered it. Okay. For years. The same thing that's going on now. But the way it's looking, and it's prophesied, America is going to enter. All right. We got breaking news. We got breaking news today. All right. That's why this lesson is so relevant at this time, right? Y'all see the title of the lesson? Almost too late to work. Get off your ass.
Oh my God.
Man. God. It's God.
Man. Look. We're telling you this because we love y'all, family. The Akim, the Akwaf, right? We love y'all, Look, my hope and prayer is like, our brother Paul's prayer in Romans, right? My hope and prayer is that all Israel be saved, right? But we know that that's not the case, all right? A lot of our people love simplicity, and they're going to get destroyed here with their oppressor because they want to hold their hands, right? When we can obviously see the destruction coming, right? Look, like me and the elder were talking, we had prophets out here of our nation, right, in the vein of like a Noah prophesizing 25, 30 years ago of what's getting ready to, of what's transpiring right now. Okay? So it's almost too late to
Right.
work. Get off your ass. Go ahead, Elder. I know you got something to say.
When we was talking about earlier today, right? And like you just said, that you brought out, you know, you had the apostles out there over 20 plus years telling us about this, right? And it was recorded and put on pen and paper, written down in paper to be, you know, into a book. Mm-hmm. It's profitable. It's true. You could put your money on this. And so now, and you're going to find it like I was saying to the captain earlier. So now, when the apostles was out there, you had the men of the Lord out there putting in work and telling our people, look, World War III was coming. World War III is coming. It's looming. It's on the way. What they do is walk by us, look, because it's like we crazy, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And so now you had the brothers out there putting in that work 10, 12 years. We might have been in this thing recently, you know, which would be considered recent. And now you got these people, now they starting to see, look, World War III is about to happen, man. They talk about war. And they come in telling us, and they're shocked when we're looking at them like, okay. You're late to the party.
Right. You very late to the party. Right? Again, right? That's why Yahweh said what in Habakkuk? He said he wrote the vision and he made it plain. Why? So that we can run. Like, go ahead and get that. One of y'all brothers. Get that in. That's Habakkuk chapter either 2 or 3. Right? Write the vision. Right? Y'all go ahead and get that. We're gonna read a little bit of that. Now, actually, I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna pull it up too. Right? This is why the vision had to be plain, right? And why we could have the apostles and our elders who were out here before us. See, and one of y'all get that, and then the other one, whoever don't get that, somebody get.
I have
Jeremiah
already.
Okay, you got that. Hey, Yeshaya, get Jeremiah 28:8. Barbecue shot.
Yep. All
right, and let me
can I start
share.
at one?
You can go ahead and start in one moment. Let me bring this down. Let me share my screen so we can edify the Akim and the Akwaf that's watching too. All right. I gotta Salakia. I gotta stop this share and then share. 1 second, family. I just want to make sure make sure y'all got it too. What's that? Habakkuk what chapter?
Mm-hmm.
It's chapter 3?
Habakkuk 2. Chapter 2.
Chapter 2. All right.
Okay.
All right.
We can start it, probably. This is Habakkuk chapter 2. We're going to start at verse 1.
Mm-hmm.
I will stand upon my watch and set upon the town, Salakia, I set upon the tower, and I'll watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Verse 2.
Come on, read on.
And Yahweh answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that
see that
may run that readeth it.
See that? Again, write the vision, make it plain and crystal clear, right? Woe 1, woe 2, right? And woe to the inhabitants of the earth because of the third woe that cometh.
Can I go to
Notice
verse 3?
it said now, woe to the, like the first woes didn't get that.
Right.
All right. But, right. So, go ahead, Elder Salakia.
Oh, no, I was just about to say, and a lot of people, if they might have missed it, didn't understand what that woe was. The first woe, the second woe. What do you mean by woe? World War III? World War II? Woe was destruction. We had a world destruction one time, another world destruction the second time, and there's going to be another third.
Right.
That third woe.
Except this time, man, it's like, damn, man, look out it's the woe to the inhabitants of the earth, man, for this woe that's coming. All right. Because this woe is going to be unlike any one before. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not going to be as many like ground troops, like all that ground shooting, right? But the destruction is going.
Right.
Yeah. All right. And the death. And the death.
This is verse 3. For the vision is yet for appointed time, but at the end it shall speak.
See that?
And not lie.
See that? It's for an appointed time, right? There's an order to prophecy. Everything happens in this particular order, and we're going to talk more about that as we get into the lesson. But the point of the matter, well, I'll go ahead and finish that.
Okay. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
See that? It's surely going to come.
Yeah,
it's not going to tarry.
God.
The woes was promised, right? The woes was promised to come, right? So they're going to come. They're going to come because they're for appointed time and an appointed season. They have to transpire. If Yahweh spoke it and had it written down as a prophecy, it's going to come to pass. But the point is that this is plain. We can all see it's happening. It was laid out crystal clear in the scriptures. If you got an ear to hear, all right.
That's right.
Let's see that. Read it, right? All right. But the vision is plain, right, for us who read it, right, and want to understand it and want to learn, right? Why? So that we can go out, right? So that he may run that readeth it. Run what? Run the race with patience. All right? To be able to endure unto the end. Right? Now read Jeremiah 28:8 real quick, barbecue shot.
This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me, and because thee of the old, both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
See that? Right? The prophets that have been before us, right? Like we were talking about the prophets, brothers who are out there and the elders who are out there, our elders out there before us saying these same things, right? Some of them may have passed on, right? They didn't get to see this, you know what I'm saying? And they would have loved to see this, just like, you know what I'm saying? Our elders before times, right? Our ancient elders would have loved to live in this time, right? And we are them, you know, in a sense through reincarnation, right? But they would have loved to see it in these previous lives. All right? See, but the prophets before me, we doing the same thing they did. Read that again one more time.
This is Jeremiah 28:8. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against the countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
See that? We prophesied against the nation, right? Against the kingdoms, right?
Right.
That destruction.
They prophesied. And that's it. And don't we see that's a big difference in the prophets of the Bible and the prophets of Christianity here going on here?
Right.
Because all I hear in Christianity, they prophesize prosperity.
That's
prosperity. You know, so 100 get 1,000 or whatever it is. But I read that the prophets, when you saw them coming in your city, your town,
right?
You was worried.
Yeah, that's why they say what? Don't prophesize to me what you prophesize to us smooth things.
Right, God.
No, we're not gonna prophesize no smooth things, right?
Right, God.
But look, with that being said, man, again, you know, we're on the cusp of America entering World War III. Right. And, you know, all praise to the Heavenly Father. We hope and we pray for that. You know what I'm saying? We pray to hasten that, right? That come quickly. All right. because we're tired of the oppression that we have to suffer here, that our people have to suffer here, right? Right, we're ready for the
That's right.
righteous ruler to return, right, and put this world in order, right? And we're gonna help him do it, right? Because he said, "What? We're his battle axes and weapons of war." All right. But we're gonna play a little bit of this video because I don't know. In case you didn't know, Russia made history today.
Right. God.
What? In a very good way, right? In a way that make me say, "Call halal Yahweh." By Shema Mashiach Yahushai. All right? Right?
Sure.
Y'all can see that up there. Y'all can read it, right? It says video capture Russia's historic ICBM attack on Ukraine. Now, why would Russia do that? I wonder why. Do you think, Elder, that this could be in response to something?
It could be. It could be. But we're going to find out.
Definitely, right? It definitely could be in response to something because, in case you're not aware, we're gonna fill you in, right? Just earlier this week, Ukraine hit Russia with long-distance missiles provided by who?
USA.
USA, provided by the good old USA. USA.
Hey, it's a lot here, and for a lot of people who might not understand the importance and why that's such, it's a major thing. Because we're dealing with these U.S. long-range missiles, right? These are proprietary missiles with technology in there that we're not just going to give out to anybody.
God.
So that means those missiles that's sitting over there, guess who's operating them? It's going to be a U.S. soldier who's going to be operating them, more likely.
That's right.
So now
to interface properly with it, because by the
that's
way,
right.
We're not writing the instruction manual in Ukrainian.
That's right. So now you've got U.S. soldiers utilizing U.S. weapons, shooting them long-range missiles into Russia. When America was not being part of it, they was more or less say keeping their hands clean, was like just sitting on the outside like, y'all need to stop fighting.
Right.
But now America has decided to be like, hey, Russia beating up on my buddy, I threw him a stick. Hit him with the stick. And so now we have a problem.
That's right.
Because it was just a fight where it was just like, we're going to go mano a mano against each other, and now you got help. Which he said, hey, this has nothing to do with you. So
yeah, mind your business.
We were talking about that earlier today too, right?
Yeah.
Mind your business.
Right, just mind your business. This is a domestic dispute. All right.
Okay.
That's right. Khan. That's true. And what people keep forgetting that Ukraine was part of what they call it now the Russian Federation, but it was part of the Soviet Union. It's part of the fatherland.
Right. Mother Russia.
That's right.
Right. So that's part of the prophecy that you read about in Ezekiel chapter 37 or 38, right?
I think it's 38.
38, right? When it says that Yahweh gonna put what? The hooks in these nations' jaw, right? And that Gog is gonna want to go back to his old, you know what I'm saying, his old ways, right? That's to what? To have his empire complete. You see what I'm saying? To have the old Soviet Union. They already annexed Crimea, right? And took back Georgia, right? Now, only thing they need to finish it off is Ukraine. And like they said, they had did an interview with not an interview, but there are some insiders were talking about what they know about what's going on in the Kremlin, right? And they said that Putin and his advisors, right, close advisors, they would stop because the Ukrainians, they own people. They understand it, right? They would stop You know what I'm saying? But they've already lost too much to stop now. And now America is letting them fire missiles that's going that's like the elder said, that's like the dude you got beef with, right? He moved next door, and then right, not just move next door, then he stand outside of your house and throw rocks.
Just throw rocks until you stop. And you'd be like, come on, man.
Come on, man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Or not that he moved in, he like a proxy, a friend of one of his friends moved next to you, right? And he start throwing rocks at your house, actually. Right?
Look, real quick, even break it down a quicker synopsis of what this whole problem is. This goes back to the end of World War II. When NATO was created, NATO said, we're not going to go this far. Ukraine was like a buffer zone between NATO and Russia. Russia said, we fine. NATO kept encroaching. Russia did. They created their own version of the NATO. It was called the Warsaw Pact in the early 80s. Hey, they said, look, we'll dissolve the Warsaw Pact if you stop encroaching and move further towards us. Okay, NATO said yes. Russia held their word. They dissolved the Warsaw Pact. NATO lied, kept moving and cringing. So just imagine if China decided one day, I'm putting missiles right there on Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti. How would America feel?
And then tried to get them to join, do something like if they had a truce like, oh, we're not gonna get nobody to join these other pacts. You know what I'm saying, right?
Yes, they promised them that they
wouldn't do it.
Ukraine, they promised that Ukraine would not be part of NATO. That would be that buffer zone between NATO and Russia.
That's right.
And
what NATO gonna do? Because America run NATO.
Lied.
They lie.
Yeah, they lie.
Truce breakers.
Come on. Hold. Their words were smoother than butter.
Right.
Boy, God. Bring it out, Elder.
So.
Right. All right, Con. Let's watch a little bit of this.
They even lied to themselves. Yeah, Con.
Yeah, they do. They do. They lie to themselves. They convince themselves of this lie. So let's watch a little bit of this Fair Use Act. Right. This is just gonna be our thoughts and our comments on this content. All right. And if y'all brothers got something to say, y'all want me to pause, just let me know.
God.
And by the way, this is an ICBM with no nuclear warhead attached to it. All right.
Ooh. Okay.
Man.
And y'all see the destruction, right? I mean, you can level multiple city blocks with just one ICBM.
That's right.
What, Elder?
Oh no, you what?
So Ukraine claims Russia fired. Russia confirmed that they fired it too. Look at this.
Hey,
look at this small hat.
That's he's zesty as hell too. I'm telling you, that's a zesty character right there.
Oh man, this dude is a Nazi, man.
He is. Hey, look, Ukraine has the sitting on with a lot of Nazis that's sitting in that country.
Oh man, that guy there is a Nazi family. All right, and he has Nazis. He has a whole platoon, right?
Right.
Of our garrison. Well, it ain't quite a garrison. It's more like a platoon, right? Of like a hit kill squad of Nazis. And America giving these people money, by the way.
Billions
of dollars. All right, let's continue.
Billions.
Well, there ain't no claim. They fired it right at your house. Okay? This will mark the first use of such a weapon by Moscow in the ongoing conflict. It's the first intercontinental ballistic missile ever fired in world history, right? Yeah. And if they're willing to fire that just at basically a neighboring country, they're not gonna be willing to strap a nuke to that big. See, people like, oh, they would never do that. All right. Yeah. They don't really have a good reason to fire intercontinental ballistic missile, for real.
They don't understand Putin. It's that FAFO guy, man. F around to find out.
That's right. That's right. He's F around and find out.
And what they don't understand is Russia's stern. And when they say they're going to do something, they're going to do something. And unlike Russia and China, is not like the U.S. Best believe they already showed that, guess what? Their people are already prepared for the nuclear war. They have fallout shelters. They've got bunkers. They got places set up for their population. Unlike for America. All they worried about is the elite and the top rich. Hey, the rest of us are just fodder for the gunfire.
Right. Get the president and the cabinet and certain senators, certain important senators, you know what I'm saying, and congressmen, get them to the bunker.
Right.
We gotta maintain, you know what I'm saying, the chain of our command. Right. So we're speaking the American government. That's all they care about. Average citizen, they don't care about no bunkers or nothing for none of y'all.
Of course.
All right.
Look,
a defense system, air defense system against nukes, they've already tested it. A few years ago, it failed horribly.
Because they're not telling about these people the American people don't know about these underground cities, man.
Right,
you've got cities under the ground here in America. I'm talking about whole cities
with whole unused living facilities, hospitals, all of that for the elite. You better believe it, right? That's why the Bible said that they're going to try to hide. You know what I'm saying? Hide themselves. Rather than be an escape. They think they're going to be say, oh, the nukes hit. Right? We good. Right? And then when the angel of the Lord, one of the angels show up right there in that place, right? With a golden breastplate on and dice your head off.
When I remember reading that scripture, I think that's the name is, right? They're going to be in the underground bunkers, and we're going to go there and get them, right? They show Esau showed you that in the movies of the X-Men with Magneto. Mm-hmm. Remember, the president was sitting down in the bunker in his so-called bunker-proof. Magneto pulled the whole bunker out the whole ground and brought it up out of the ground and ripped it open. And look. Yeah. And like we keep telling you, these stories that these movies people get of all these superheroes, the X-Men and all that, you see, oh man, these are great stories. You better open up your book and read and understand where it's coming from.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, but
right, because it says that in that day, it says, man, that the most feeble among us gonna be as King David was. You know what I'm saying? Right? And King David, he wasn't. We're not even talking about King David in an angelic form, being part of the elect. You know what I mean? We're just talking about King David. I mean, he killed a lion with his bare hands and could jump over a fucking tall fence.
Right, God.
All right?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Right? People like, oh, how is that possible?
Okay. How's it possible?
How I put the Holy Spirit on them.
I don't understand why cats be thinking about how's that impossible, but they don't marvel when
at these strong men of today.
Hey, when Michael Jordan came on the scene in the basketball world and he started doing things like defying, how is this possible? Mm-hmm. It's showing you that it is possible.
It's possible, right? And we were bigger and stronger back then, right?
That's right.
It tells in Second Ezra, it tells you that our ancestors were greater than. He asked, "Are you greater than those before you?" No. I just seen Saquon Barkley. He played for the Philadelphia Eagles on the football modern day Gladiators, right? He freaking juked the guy, spent, was backwards, and jumped over a dude in the NFL game.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah.
You ain't never seen that before? King David could do that and more. So the whackers of us, the weakest, most feeble, scared dude, right? Gonna be like King David, bro. There's not gonna be a person on earth who'll be a match for the elect.
Right.
All
right.
I
like here. One thing our people got to understand: we are weaker than we used to be. Our bodies are weaker and more feeble than they used to be back in biblical times. We was more healthier. We was more stronger. So if we are amazed at what we're doing now in these weakened bodies that we're in, just imagine when you read the stories. It's not hard to believe that these things happen.
Yeah, you talking about super speed, running super fast. Brothers ran super fast in the scriptures.
Yeah, but
just real quick, I think in my personal opinion too, this is my personal opinion, even when you go to the statue of Nebuchadnezzar, it had like the gold and then on and so forth. Even the men back then, they was willing to be thrown in the fire. The weaker that the times begot, the weaker we begot as well. Just mentally, spiritually, just we not as strong. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, God, that is true.
That's true. But what I will say, but also before I say what I was going to say, when you look at the statue shows the downgrade over the times too, based on the precious metal that was spoke about in each with each kingdom, right, and each beast, right? You can see that how over time everything degrades, which lines up with what the first and second law, or the second law of dynamics, right? Which says that everything is in what? Entropy, right? Entropy means decaying, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, everything, right? So there's no such thing. That just proves evolution too. If the whole world, everything is in entropy, then how can something evolve when everything is decaying or devolving? That's the law of thermodynamics. Come on, man.
Oh, that don't count. That don't count.
Oh, yeah.
That don't count with Esau, because he's gonna find some way to counteract that,
Let's watch a little bit more of this, and then we're gonna go ahead and get to the lesson, family, because I know y'all wanted to see that, but we had to talk about the breaking news. You know what I'm saying? Russia launches the first ICBM in history, right? To show that it's gonna happen. And in my opinion, I believe that it's a response to what Biden allowed, what America allowed the Ukrainians to use long-range missiles, American-provided long-range missiles to fire, which they fired into Russia. All right. Again, this is breaking news, right? Like, share, and subscribe, family, if you haven't. All right, hit that like button if you could. All right, that's free. It don't cost nothing, man. But also, man, if it is on your heart, you know what I'm saying, you can donate to the organization. That does always help, man, and we greatly appreciate it. All right. But also, with that being said, right, Salakia, Russia also, right, just recently went into what? Right, just went into agreement with who? With North Korea. Right? They just went into a military alliance with North Korea. So we can see the lines all starting to be drawn, right? Let's watch a little bit more of this, and then we're just going to get to the lesson, fam. See, that's like what? Like fire coming down from the sky, right? So it said that they fired the ICBM along with 8 other missiles. That sounded like they was kind of like testing it out too, right? Possibly. So they claim they intercepted the 6. So one of the other missiles and the ICBM. You're not intercepting no ICBM. No way. Okay. So but they claim they shot down 6 of the missiles, but one of the regular other long range missiles and the ICBM obviously hit. See all them flames behind that? Goodness gracious. All right, but that's enough of that. That's the point, is that that they fired the first ever ICBM in history. All right. Again, family, like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. We wanted to give a little bit of our current events and then talk about the breaking news. Russia fired the first ever intercontinental ballistic missile at at Ukraine today, which made history. Again, if you're not aware, we're currently World War III is already going on. I don't know if that's breaking news to you. If it is, it should not be. Although America, aka Babylon, is not actively in this war. Right, so we're gonna segue right there, perfect timing, into the title of this lesson. Right, almost too late to work. It's almost too late to work, family. It's time to get off your ass. All right, and get serious about this truth. Right, get serious about your salvation, your family's salvation. If you got people you love and you care about, their salvation. Right, because a dark time is coming, right? A time, as the scriptures say, of gross darkness, right? That's going to cover that, not cover the land. We're already in it, all right? But it's going to get even darker, all right? And this time that we're currently in, right? The Lord Yahweh Shah described it in a very specific way, which makes the path that you need to walk, it does make it more obscure, you know what I'm saying? But right, if you just follow the very simple things that are laid out in the scriptures, your path becomes very clear, right? It's no longer that glass, you know what I'm saying, that you can't see through. All right, that's right. Fogged up. All right, and we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about the current time that we're in, right? And why it's almost too late. You know what I'm saying? Because there's gonna come a time where it's too late, man. When the drought of the word comes, bro, it's too late. You know what I mean? And martial law ain't gonna be too late. Okay, it's almost too late to work.
Right. You gotta get in while you can get in now. Get in while the getting is good.
Salakia, can I read this one passage real quick? Out of, I believe this is Second Esdras.
Yeah.
This is Second Esdras 14, and then I'm gonna read verse 14. Better yet, 11 is good, but I'm gonna start at 14. It says, let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of men, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy, and to thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which those have seen happen shall be done thereafter. So
That's
these are
right.
the times, man. Let's let these things go, man. It's time to come on back.
That's
Mhm.
right. That's right. If you want to escape the said peril, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain criteria, you know what I'm saying? There's certain things that you have to do. And it's not hard, right? That's what the Lord said, the Lord Yahweh Shai. He said,
Not
take
you.
this yoke upon you, right? Get it all over you, rub it all over you. You know what I'm saying? Why? You'll come to find that his yoke is easy and his burden is light. It's light
That's right.
work. We sit back and we watch. We know because the scriptures told us what's coming. Thus we can sit back with confidence. You know, no, it's not always easy, but it'd be more difficult if I was out there in the world. I know I'd
That's
be
right.
more stressed. I know when I was out in the world, I was more stressed.
God.
All right, right. I'm much more content. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure every brother in the truth can speak for that, right? That's why it is true what the Lord Yahweh Shah said, that his yoke is easy and his burdens is light.
Okay.
People think that keeping God's law is such a burden. This is a light burden. Very
Hey,
light.
you know,
Very easy. All right? So let's
wow.
start with the book of St. John, right? Let's get right to it. Let's get let's get the words of the Lord Yahweh Shah, how he described one of the ways he described this time. All right.
Sure.
Let's share my screen too. All right.
Where we going?
So we're gonna go. We at the book of St. John, chapter 9, verse 4, family.
Okay.
All right. Whoever want to read, go ahead and read that.
What's your 9 and 4?
Yep.
Yeah, this is John 9 and 4. It says,
Okay.
I must work the works of him that
Mm.
sent me while
See,
it is day.
pause, right? He
Mm-hmm.
said, I must work the works of him that sent me, right? This is the Lord Yahweh Shah speaking. Who sent the Lord?
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
He said, these ain't my words. He said somebody sent them, Christian.
That's
I guess he sent himself. My bad. Oh man. Right, but that ain't the topic, right? Unless there's some Christians out there who want to come on and talk about that, right? We have a nice, calm discussion about it. Please. Okay? Right? But again, he said that he must do the work of him, keyword him,
him.
right? Him, he be a God, the God of war, a God of war. Okay? All right? And him got a name. Him, not him downstairs. All right? Him got a name. His name is Yahweh, the one who sent him.
That's right.
All right? Go ahead and read on up.
I'm going to start back over. This is John 9 and 4. It says, I must work the works of him that sent me while it is day.
Right.
The night cometh when no man can work.
Mm-hmm. See that?
See that, family? He said, I must do the work of him that sent me while it is day. During day, everything is illuminated. You can see your path clearly, right? Right? Your feet, you ain't gonna trip over your feet. You ain't gonna be walking down the street and it be something there or the road uneven, and you know you tripped over the road because it's uneven and you damn near fall, skin up your knee and your head, right? You're not gonna do that during the day, right? You don't have that problem, right? Everything is clear, right? Yahweh Shah said that what? That he is the light. While he's in the world, he is the light of the world.
That's right.
All right. So while he walked the earth, it was still day. Get elder, get
Romans 11:25.
no get Hebrews 1 and verse 2.
Hebrews 1 and 2. God.
Yep, Hebrews 1 and 2. Right.
I got it, Akim.
Oh, you got it?
It says, has in these last days spoken to us by his son, whom he has appointed heir of all things.
See,
By
in
whom?
these the last days, he spoke through his son. See what I'm saying? When Yahushua came on the scene, right, really upon his death, that's, the last days started. All right. So we're currently in the last days. While he was in the world, he said he was the light of the world, and that light symbolically went out. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Of
right.
course, you know what I'm saying? You still have the Israelites who are symbolic, a light to the world, you know what I'm saying? Right? But not a light to the whole world, a light to the world of Israel, right? Because we got to do the work to bring our people back into the fold. All right. So you know what I'm saying? Everything was good, you know what I'm saying? You could see everything clearly, right? But what? Read the end of that verse, Op. I got it. The night cometh when no man can work.
There it is.
All right. So
People gonna be like, what does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Right.
What does that mean? Basically, he was saying, while I'm still around, in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Things are a little bit easier. You know what I'm saying? The path is a little bit clearer, right? But, once this generation, you know what I'm saying? I think that's in 2nd Ezra chapter 5 or 6, where it says that that in the time my son Yahushua, let's get that and read that real quick too.
What you looking for?
It says 2nd Ezra.
I think it's 2nd Ezra's.
It might be 7 and see if it's 28.
Yeah, that might be it.
For my son Yahushua shall be revealed with those.
Yeah.
I got it.
Those that be with him.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I want.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 7, starting at verse 28.
Yep.
For my son Yahushua shall be revealed with those that be with him.
Mm-hmm.
And they that remain shall rejoice within 400 years.
Right. That's Ezra talking about the time from when he lived. He lived about 400 to 500 years before Mashiach lived. Right. He's saying so that, those who are living in there rejoice because why? That great light has come into the world, Yahushua. Right. Read on.
Verse 29. After these years shall my son Christ die.
See that?
And all men, it's like
Mm-hmm.
all men that have life.
See that? And all men that have life or have light. Right? Mm-hmm. Watch this. Read on.
Verse 30. And the world shall be turned into the old silence.
See that?
7 days.
A complete time, right? Until everything comes to its completion, right? To the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled, right? He said that it shall be turned to what? That old what? Silence?
Yes, and the world shall be turned into the old silence 7 days,
right?
Like as in the former judgments, so that no man shall remain.
Right. See that? Right. That's the time of the night. You know what I'm saying? Where there's no Yahweh's not dealing with prophets like he did at a certain time. See, there was a time even back during the time of the ancients where it went into an old silence where there was no ephod, you know what I'm saying, and Yahweh wasn't speaking through the Levitical priests. That's the old silence that's talked about in the books of the Kings. All right.
Right.
And that's currently the time that we're in too, right? There's no ephod, there's no prophets. They don't have the Urim we don't have the Urim and the Thummim where we can go into the holies of holies, right? And it's kind of like magic, so to speak, right? But it's the Urim. I forget which one. The Urim is like a ball, you know what I'm saying, right? And then you got the Thummims are like rocks, special stones, like dice, and they throw them, and based on how the rocks fall, Yahweh will reveal certain things to Levitical priests. I'm not a Levite, okay, so I don't know exactly how it works, but that's kind of the gist of it. All right.
Right.
So we didn't have that. They don't have that connection with Yahweh right now. All right. So we're in that old silence, the time of the night.
Silence. Yeah, it's just in darkness. We're just like
Those darkness.
and,
See
and
that?
you can tell because you can look at the state of our people and how our people carry and conduct ourselves. Even though, yeah, we all praise the Yahweh Shai, you know, gave us the understanding to help us pull us out of that. But we look and we can see the whole world as is in darkness.
That's right.
You know?
Gross and utter darkness. Right. Let's also now let's get 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 30.
This is verse 30. And the
Second-
world shall Second
2nd
Ezra.
Ezra chapter 6 verse 30.
So like it. 2nd Ezra chapter 6 verse 30.
Verse 30. Right. Let's
And
explore.
And these words said he unto me, I am come to show thee the times of the night to come.
Mm-hmm. Woo.
Woo! Start up one verse, right?
Yes.
Start up one. Woo! I told him drop them. Hey man, y'all better get your quiver out, family, right? Call your cousins, your auntie, your mama, your brother, right? That person you've been talking to, right?
Okay.
You've been trying to get this truth to him, man. You better tell him to come, man. Come take a seat, man. Your brother, Captain Azariah, through the Spirit, Lord willing, gonna drop some jewels on y'all over the next 30 to 45 minutes. All right, go ahead. Read that again. I'll pull it up so everybody can see it. Where we at? 2nd Ezra's, right?
Yes.
6, and then you said 29.
2nd Ezra's
So
6.
go up one up. Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start and I'm gonna share my screen too. Let me stop share. Let me share this so that y'all can see this. All right, go ahead.
This is 2nd Ezra 6 and 29. And when he talked with me, behold, I
When
looked.
he's Ezra's referring to the angel that he's talking with. I believe it was Uriel who he was speaking with. If I'm not mistaken, don't quote me on that, right? But go ahead.
Con, let me make sure that I got that as well. I believe it started off in verse in chapter 7. It tells you the angel that he has spoke to. But I want to say, it was Uriel as well. I'll get that in a second. But this is 6 and 29. It says, and when he had talked with me, behold, I looked by little and little upon him before whom I stood.
Right. So he's looking at the angel, you know what I'm saying? As he talked with him, you know what I'm saying? Observing him. If I was talking with one of y'all angels, I'd be observing him too. All right. Right. Come. But watch this. Watch what he said.
Verse 30. And these words said he unto me, I am come to show thee the times of the night to come.
Whoo! This before Yahweh Shai said what he said too.
Right.
Same thing. Ezra saw stuff Yahweh Shai prophesies about. The angel said he come to show him the same thing Yahweh Shai said was coming upon his death. Right? The night cometh when no man can work. Okay?
Yeah. Hey, Khan, just to clarify something in 2nd Ezra 4, and starting at 1, it says, and the angel was sent to me, whose name was Uriel.
Uriel. So where's Uriel?
Yeah, Khan.
All praises. Khan. So we see, you know what I'm saying, that the time of the night was talked about in 2nd Ezra. So as you go on, when you're reading in 2nd Ezra later here in chapter 14, later in 15, where it's talking about the wars and you not being able to go into each other's houses and stuff like that, that's the time of the night.
That's right. It's coming.
It's coming.
Well, let's just say it's there. We are at the time of the night.
Let's keep going. Let's look at the time of the night. Let's look at another prophet who saw the time of the night. Right? Let's go back to one of our ancients, right? Let's go to Genesis, chapter 15. Watch this. Oh, man. Like, share, and subscribe, man. Hit that like button, man. All right? Hit that like button if you could. Genesis 15.
And what?
And we'll start at verse 12.
God.
We could. Genesis 15 and 12. I'm going to pull it up here on my screen too.
Okay, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 15. This started at verse 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abraham.
Let's start at verse 11.
God. Genesis 15, verse 11.
Mm-hmm.
And when the fowls came down upon the carcasses, Abraham drove them away.
I just wanted to get the context of what's going on. This is Abram or Abraham, right? Even before his name was changed, right?
Yeah.
So read on.
It's like, yeah, Abram. Thanks for the correction. And verse 12. And when the sun was going down, a deep sleep fell upon Abram. And lo, a horror of a great darkness fell upon him.
A what?
And horror of great darkness fell upon him.
Whoa! A horror of a great darkness came upon Abraham, right? Look, man, almost too late to work. Get off your ass. Keep going, Ak. Watch this.
Verse 13. And he said unto Abram, know of surely that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years.
Right. So as the sun's going down, right, as it's becoming dark, right, as the sun's going down, Abraham fell into a deep sleep like a trance, and lo, a great horror of darkness came upon him. So in the night vision, right, in the night terror, the Lord is showing him what's getting ready to befall his ancestors, right? And this is talking about the Israelites going into where? Going into Egypt, right? Notice the correlation, right?
That's right.
Okay, because Yahushua said that the night is coming, and then he said in Luke 21 and 24 that his people will be what?
Led away captive.
Woo!
All nations. You want me to get that, Cap?
Yep, get that, hold that. Right, let's keep going here.
All right, this is verse 14. And also that nation whom they shall serve, will I judge, and afterward they shall come out with great substance.
That's right. We spoiled them when we came up out of there. Hey, look, man, we gonna let us borrow that. You know what I'm saying? Let us have that. Right? They was giving it to us, man. They wanted us up out of there. We was like, well, we need
man,
that.
just take it, go, man. Take it, go, man. Just leave.
Right? Spoil it, man. Take all that stuff. We took all that good stuff when we bounced. All right? Up out of there. Right? Keep going.
And thou shalt go to thy fathers in peace.
Right.
Thou shalt be buried in a good old age.
Right, so Abraham would live a good life and die at an old age, knowing that his ancestors during this time, right, would go into captivity, but that they would come out with great substance. But it ain't over. Watch this. Watch this. I thought we was done. You thought we was just talking about what happened in Egypt. No, we're gonna bring it forward. I told y'all or maybe I didn't bring that lesson out, but the Lord showed Abraham the end. Spoiler alert, if I didn't do that lesson yet, right? He showed Abraham what was going to happen not only to the Israelites during that time, right? The first great captivity and then deliverance, right?
Right.
And how the deliverance out of Egypt, right? Because why? This is spiritually Sodom and Egypt where we currently dwell. He also showed him the future deliverance, right? The duality, how they correlate, right? Watch this. Keep going.
Verse 16. But in the fourth generation, they shall come hither again. For the iniquities of the Amorites is not yet full.
Right. He was talking about that they were going to inherit the land that flows with milk and honey, flows with milk and honey, the land of Canaan, right? But the Amorites had their iniquities had not yet, reached their pinnacle yet. All right, so they were still inhabiting that land, these Canaanites. Right, read on.
Verse 17. And it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark,
Woo! Pause. See that? Again. So he got the first vision as the sun was going down. It was becoming dark. You know how it looks when the sun first start going down. Is it fully dark yet? Y'all see that? Pay attention. Right? The first vision of the Israelites going into Egypt, right? He saw it as the sun's going down, as it's waxing dark, right? And you can see, you know, you looked at the sun as it's setting, right? We've all seen it. It's dark, but it's not like dark to where you can't see, right?
Just going down. It's just creeping back, go, but it's still giving that last little vistas of light. But you know, still that darkness is coming upon you.
Darkness is coming. Still a little bit of light. That's how it was when we went into Egypt, right? That's the correlation. But the next thing he's about to see is when the sun is completely gone down.
That's right. Once again, top of 17 again.
Yep.
And it came to pass that when the sun went down and it was dark.
And it was what?
And it was dark.
See, it didn't say that earlier. It says the sun was going down and coming dark. But now it is dark.
Behold,
the night cometh.
Behold, a smoking furnace and a burning lamp that passed between those pieces.
Yes.
And that
the pieces were laid out earlier. The Lord commanded him to cut the certain animals in half and lay them out, right? For whatever reason, right? I haven't seen anybody been able to break this down yet. I'm not going to break it down. But what I am through the Spirit have realized is that, yes, Abraham did see the end, right? And that he saw, in some way, he saw us going into captivity, you know what I mean? Because there's a direct correlation between the darkness that he saw of them going into Egypt and then it being completely dark, a smoking furnace, right? Burning lamps, right? Between the two pieces, right? The sacrifice is being burnt up. Right? Read verse 18.
Verse 18. In that same day, says Yahweh, made a covenant with Abram, saying, unto thy seed have I given this land, from the river of Egypt onto the great river, the river Euphrates.
See that? Now, after he sees the vision, isn't this fascinating what he says here, right? The last thing he tells them is that is about the covenant, right? Because the covenant is going to stand, right? Even in this time, this is the last days that he's seeing, right?
It's lucky, and that's the problem. What people got to understand. People think, oh, he made a covenant. We're in agreement. Hey, don't you know what a covenant? People don't understand. A covenant is a contract. Right. Mm-hmm. So the Lord made a contract with one group of people. The contract. It wasn't open to the whole world. It was for one group of people. So when you make a contract, it's just binding to this party and that party. No third party can intervene and come within that contract.
That's right. That's right. The covenant from when they went into Egypt, right, till they came out, till he got the next vision, right, which is of the end, right, of the gross darkness that's going to cover the world, right? And then after he sees all that, the covenant still stands. In that same day, the Lord made the covenant with Abraham.
Right.
That his seed, right? Because that's what's going to happen, right? We're going to inherit the land, right? He said that what did he say in Isaiah? He said that I have mercy on Jacob and yet on Israel and yet choose Jacob and what?
That's right.
And set them in their own land.
That's right. That's in Isaiah.
Huh. Now,
what's that? Isaiah 14?
Yep, Isaiah 14 and 1. You can read a couple of those verses, and then also
what it says in Malachi
12. Right, we're gonna talk more about the darkness. So we got Ezra talking about the Lord Yahushua talking about the darkness. Ezra talking about the darkness to come, right, through the vision that the angel was giving him and showing him, right.
That's
and now
right.
we got Abraham, right, our patriarch. He saw the darkness to come, right. Let's get another prophet who saw the darkness. Isaiah. You can read what you had in Isaiah first, though, and then we'll get Isaiah 60.
I grab Isaiah 60.
All right, read that Isaiah 14 then.
Which one you want? Isaiah starting at 14 and 1.
Yep.
It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob, and yet will choose Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall join them, and join with them, and they shall cleave into the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place, and the house of it."
Right? See that? We're going to possess them in the land.
My God.
Right? Okay. And they're going to cleave. You see what I'm saying? And that ain't and look, that might be good for them. You know what I'm saying? It's good for us because we like, yeah, go ahead and cleave. Come on, right? Get over here, man, and build this castle up. All right? Build this mansion up. All right, keep going.
And the people shall take them and bring them to their own place. And the house of Israel shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
See that? For servant possessed. I don't know how a Christian can read that and trust. Oh no, like that flunky vocabulary now. This is what he said. This is a submission motif.
A what?
Huh?
A what?
A submission motif.
Okay, whatever fancy word.
Whatever the hell that means.
Hey.
Vocab Malone.
Hey, you know what? That's that fruit salad.
I'm telling you,
that's
bro.
that word. It's that word salad. It's that word salad, man. Hey,
that's that Kamala salad.
Yeah, that Kamala word salad.
God.
Oh my God. Bro, no, bro. That clearly say, man, that he gonna have mercy on Israel and yet on Jacob and yet choose Israel. He gonna take them from the situation that they were in. Obviously, they in a bad situation, not got the most billionaires per capita. Okay? And then set them in their land because they're not gonna be there. And then all of the heathens who always knew that they was great gonna cleave to them.
That's right.
Right? And they gonna say, yeah, come cleave. We're gonna possess y'all because y'all oppressed us. And the Lord promised that we were gonna take those captives whose captives we were.
But
hey, let me finish reading that because it goes straight into exactly what you just said. And they shall take them captives who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressors.
See that? Rule over their oppressors. All right, but go ahead, Elder.
Sly, I just have a question to ask, for a lot of Christians out there, because, and we see, and a lot of them will acknowledge that, hey, Isaiah has a lot of prophecies that still has to be fulfilled, right?
Right, this is the proto-Isaiah right here.
So if Isaiah is prophesying that the nations are going to go into captivity, how are you telling me that later on, when the Lord comes back, who's putting the Israelites back into the land, he's going to have all these other nations who had them in subjugation at one time, like it tells us in Second Maccabees, what nation had part of us in the sport.
Right. What nation hasn't had a part in this people's captivity?
So how is it that we're reading in 14 a future prophecy, and how you going to go jump and go into Revelations and tell us that's everybody going? I'm having problems with that.
That's right.
Because
it don't look like that. No, man.
Because in my opinion, because me thinking, because at that time, because y'all know, y'all heathens, y'all going to be in darkness. More or less, because y'all going to be, because in your captivity, in that state, y'all going to be like, there's no end. Y'all going to think it's no end.
Right. That's why it says that they're going to come to thy light. That's why I tell you that in Isaiah 2. Right? They're going to come to our light. All right? But before that, there are things that's going to happen. Right? There are things that's going to go on. So, man, we're going to go for about another 15 to 20 minutes. and then I'm gonna have to come back tomorrow and finish this lesson. Because I'm not gonna get to right. We're just showing you the time of the night, but
Right.
then we gotta show
Darkness.
you how in the time of the darkness. But then we gotta show you how to survive, right?
God.
How to survive, how to get through the darkness, right? So we may not get to that tonight. We may get to that tomorrow. But let's finish talking about the darkness, right? That's coming, right? That the Lord prophesies, right? We see Ezra got the vision from the angel Uriel, right? We see
right.
Abraham got the vision in the night from the Most High Yahweh, right? And now let's look at what Isaiah got, the prophet. So Isaiah chapter 60, let's read verse 1 and 2.
I got you. Come. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 60, verse 1. Mm-hmm. Arise, shine, for thy light is come, and the glory of Yahweh is risen upon thee.
See that? Upon thee, upon who? Upon the Israelites, right?
That's right. Verse
right,
2.
You know?
Verse 2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth. Hold up. Just that darkness and gross darkness the people. But Yahweh shall arise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee.
That's why get Ecclesiastes chapter 8. Right?
Can I read verse 3 on that? Or the last one? Because what you said.
Yeah. And then the Ecclesiastes should go right along with it, right? Go ahead.
Okay. Verse 3. And the Gentiles shall come to thy light, and the kings to the brightness of thy rising.
See that?
See?
So he said, this world is in gross darkness, man, but there is a way for you to be in the light. His light can't shine upon thee, right? You got that, Ecclesiastes?
Yeah, 7
what verse? What verse?
Verse 1. If I'm not mistaken.
Do no evil, so shall no harm come into thee.
No, that's not it. You reading the Ecclesiastes? Not Sirach.
Salakia. That's my fault. Let me get on Ecclesiastes. Sorry.
Yeah, I was like, that sounded like Sirach.
Which one? Ecclesiastes, 7 and 1?
8. Chapter 8.
8 slots.
Here you go. Who is as the wise man, and who knoweth the interpretation of a thing? Right. A man's wisdom make him his face to shine, and the boldness of his face shall change it. Sorry.
See that? Wisdom, right, from the Heavenly Father is gonna make your face shine, right? That's how the Lord shall arise upon thee, right? Through his wisdom, right? Where you get his wisdom at? We know where you get it at, right? All right. All right. So we see again, it's Isaiah called it what? He called it for behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, right? And then he went off. He said, not just the darkness, the gross darkness upon the people. All you heathens got a gross darkness over you right now. That's why it's so hard and our people have it too, those who not, come into. He said, that's why, what's that precept? Yahweh has called us out of darkness into what?
His marvelous light.
See that? Right? So we'll be in darkness until we're called. But these other nations, they're always in darkness. Why? Because they can't come to Yahweh's light. Not for them. Right? They have to come through us to get to Yahweh's light.
Ephesians 5:14.
All right?
I think.
So now.
I got a precept for you since you just brought that out.
Come, go ahead, bring it out.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 5, verse 14. Wherefore he says, awaken, thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead. And Christ shall give thee light.
See that? Arise,
Because
I
we
come
dead.
out of the darkness in that world that you're living in, you Israelites, you Black, Hispanics, and Native Americans, right? You're not in gross darkness, right? You just light is just hid from you right now. All right. So you're in the dark, right? But you can come out of that, right?
That's
Your
right.
path can be illuminated. Right? Let's look more at the darkness, though, right? Let's look at another prophet and how he described the darkness and the times that we were coming into. All right? Let's get the book of Job, chapter 4.
Okay, so we go Job.
Job chapter 4 and what?
Verse 11.
Okay, you got it.
Job 4, and we're going to start at verse 11.
The old lion perisheth for lack of prey,
Mm.
and the snout lion whelp are scattered abroad.
Right. Right. The old lion perishes for lack of prey, right? That's, man, it's real old lion, man. Our old, man. We had nothing to hunt, you know what I'm saying? We weren't keeping Yahweh's law, statutes, and commandments. All right. Right. And the stout lion, right? Once the old lion died off, a new batch, but her whelps, right? Her children, right? Their children are what? Scattered abroad.
That's right.
Whoo! Right? Keep going.
Now a thing was secretly brought to me, and my ears received a little thereof. Verse 13. And thoughts from the vision of the night when deep sleep fell on men.
Whoo! See that? Right? And thoughts of vision of the night, the darkness, right? When a deep sleep fall upon men, right? Read on.
Fear came upon me and trembling, which made all my bones to shake.
See
Then,
that? Right? That caused all y'all think y'all want to see these visions from Yahweh? No, you really don't. You know what I'm saying? All right, that's what was happening to our ancient prophets when they were seeing this, man. They seeing the time of the night and what was to come, making them sick.
right.
Hey, when you read further down, you gonna tell you how much fear they put up on him when that happened.
Right.
Keep going.
Fear came upon me and trembling, which made all my bones shake. When the spirit passed before my face, the hairs of my flesh stood upon.
Woo! Boy, that's what he was. That's bro. Look, when he was seeing this, what was to come?
Right.
And I think everybody has, experienced that at least one time, where you've been somewhere and you don't know what it is, but you felt something pass by you.
Yep.
And it just make the hairs on your arms and your everything just, like they say, you just give you goosebumps. You be like, whoo.
Like they would say, your spidey sense, right?
Yeah, your spidey senses was tingling, and you don't know what happened, but you just be like, and you say to yourself, I don't know what happened. I gotta get out of here. But continue on that.
Hey, go ahead and read on and break it down, Elder. 1 second.
It says, I'm gonna go back to 15 real quick. Okay. Or you want to read it out? Or you want me to read it?
You keep on.
It says, then a spirit passed before my face. The hairs of my flesh stood up. It stood still, but I could not discern from the form thereof. An image was before my eyes. There was silence, and I heard a voice saying, shall mortal man be more just than God? Let me get this. Salaki, I lost my place. Shall 17. a man be more pure than his maker? Behold, he put no trust in his servant, and his angel he charged with folly. Verse 19. How much less in them that dwell in the house of clay, whose foundation is in the dust, which was crushed before the moth, verse 20.
Con, where we at? We still in Job?
Yes, we're on verse 20 right now.
We can drop that. Let's Salakia. It's some good. Read it in your spare time, family. But for time's sake, let's move on. Let's look at two more prophets and how they saw the vision of the night or the night to come. All right, or the gross darkness. However you want, it's all the same thing, right?
That's right.
It's all the same thing, just described in slightly different terms. So let's look at Ezra, right? Look at the prophet Ezra again, right? So we're gonna look at Ezra again. We're only gonna look at one more different prophet. We're gonna look at Daniel. So we want 2nd Ezra 14.
All right.
And 42, and then somebody get Daniel chapter 7, and we'll start at 7 in Daniel.
Okay, I get Daniel 7 and what?
Daniel 7 and 7. We'll start at Daniel
7 and 7. 7 and 7. See, 7 and 7. Okay.
All right.
Good. I got Daniel 7 and 7.
We can start there. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And give me the other precept, Ak.
2nd Ezra 14 and 42.
All right. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7, starting verse 7.
Mm-hmm.
After this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast.
Whoo! See that?
Dreadful.
See that? Now, in the night vision, again, now look, when Daniel was seeing all these other ones, I don't think it wasn't no night vision, right? He said,
right.
And he just was having visions, right? Right? He said, and I saw my vision. He said, I saw my vision by night. You know what I'm saying? He does, right? But especially when seeing this fourth beast, right? But let's keep going, right?
Okay. Once again, Daniel 7 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
And after this, I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly.
Right.
And it has great iron teeth.
Great iron teeth. That's its military prowess, right?
Mm-hmm.
Read on.
It devoured and break in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns.
Right. It's diverse because it controlled other nations, other provinces. Right.
Verse 8. Consider the horns, and behold, these came up among them another little horn.
Right. Another little horn. Right. Another little horn. Right.
A little badass little horn.
Badass little horn. Right. Like in this movie I like called Prometheus. One of the characters, David, he says, big things have very small beginnings.
God.
Right. Read on.
Before whom there were 3 of the first horns.
Right. So it plucked up 3 of those horns, right?
Okay.
France, Spain, Britain. Right? That's who the little horn had to defeat to take its power, right?
That's right. Plucked up by the root, and behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things.
Right. See that? Mouth speaking great things, you know what I'm saying? Through what? Right? Through its executive branch.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
This is verse 9. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Right, so this is a council right here, right? The thrones are being set down. These are other deities sitting on their thrones, right? Right? And then what? The Ancient of Days, he sat. So the Ancient of Days sit. They are standing, right, before their thrones, and Yahweh sits down on his. Okay?
That's right. Whose garment was white as snow, and the hairs of his head like the pure wool.
Whoo, sound like a brother to me, right? And we tell you, the Most High, black man, just like Yahweh Shah, just like his son. Yahweh Shah was stunning like his daddy.
What Yahweh Shah said, if you see me, you see the Father.
Whoo, you wonder why he said that?
Right, God.
This why. Read
Uh,
on.
but pick that, whose garment was like white as snow, and the
Mhm.
hairs of his head like the pure wool.
Right.
His
That
throne
woolly ass, that Negro's hair, right?
That's right.
So to
Right,
speak.
God.
Right,
His
read on.
throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheel
Mhm.
as burning fire.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 10.
Right.
A fire stream issued and came forth from before him, and thousands ministered unto him, and 10,000 times 10,000 stood
Right. He's just
before
describing
him.
he's like describing the magistrate in the temple, right? That's in heaven, right? All this like shiny gold, like he can't even describe it. That's why he described the stream he saw wherever the water was coming from, like it's shining, like it's on fire, right?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And then he saw remember he said Yahweh got thousands upon thousands of angels, right? And they all what? Ministered to him. That means they serve him.
That's right.
Right? Read on.
The judgment was set, and the books were open.
Whoo! See that? Judgment was set, and the books is opened. Right? This is the time he told Daniel to seal up the book. This is the time of the end.
That's right.
Right? Watch this.
Verse 11. I beheld then, because of the voice of the great words which the Lord spake, I beheld even till the beast was slain,
See that?
and his body destroyed, and given to the burning flame.
Wow, that's amazing. The four beasts, we know that's America, that is going to get destroyed. And then, like in Revelations, it said it's going to get burned with fire.
Verse 12. Oof.
Whoo! Man, a lot of people be missing this in Daniel. You be scared of these prophecies, man. I'm telling you, bro. Y'all better get in these prophecies, bro. That heat up in here, these bars. Right? Keep going.
Verse 12. As concerning the rest of the beasts, they had the dominion taken away, yet their lives were prolonged for a season and time.
Right. The other beasts, he executed the power of those before them, right? But they didn't get destroyed, right? The other beasts that gave power, some of these things remnants of them are still around.
That's right.
Right? The Babylonian, right?
Ooh,
the Persian Medes, these people are still around. The Greeks, right?
Here.
They're still here. Right? Right? Keep going.
Verse 13. I saw in the night visions.
Woo!
And behold, one like the Son of Man.
One like who?
One like the Son of Man.
In the what vision?
And behold, I saw in the night visions.
Oh, man.
Right?
Keep going.
And behold, one like the Son of Man came with the clouds of heavens. And came to the Ancient of Days.
He came to who?
And came to the Ancient of Days.
No, he came to himself.
Right.
And came to the Ancient of Days.
Oh my God, the one who sat down on his throne before everybody else could sit down.
That's right. Yeah. And they brought him near before him.
So they brought him, the angels who were ministering, the thousands that was ministering, they brought the Son of Man into the temple, the heavenly temple where Yahweh was sitting on his throne. He didn't just walk in like he run the joint.
That's right.
Y'all see that? He didn't walk in there like he owned the joint. He had to be escorted in.
Right, God.
That shows he's subservient to him who sat on the throne.
Oh, and here's the kicker. Verse 14.
God,
and
let's go.
There was given him dominion and glory and a kingdom that all people, nations, and languages should serve him His dominion is an everlasting dominion, shall not pass away, and his kingdom which shall not be destroyed.
See that? This was all given to him, right?
Given.
But the important part is after the night vision, after the time of the night, right? Then the Son of Man, right? After he does what he has to do, then he comes as also Paul described, right? After the end comes and he has put all kingdoms under him, right? What is he going to do? He's going to come to the Father, but actually he's going to come be presented to the Father, right? By the heavenly host, the heavenly court, right? Presented to the Father, right? He's going to offer up back to the Father all of the nations and dominions that he conquered. Right?
Hey, why are you in my mind, man? I promised I was gonna bring that out. I just didn't say nothing. I promised I was gonna bring that out.
I was just about. Hey, look, since you said that, it just reminds me, and this is, and once again, like we said, all the storylines in every movie, everything you see is based on the scriptures. Because when you look at movies and a king, and he's in rulership, and he has sons, and he sends his sons out to go, another kingdoms come to fight against him, and his son defeats that king and decapitates him and takes the head. What does he bring back to the Father?
He presents that head to the Father,
and the crown.
Then the crown with the head with the crown on it. Right. See that? Man, so as we see, you know what I'm saying, that Daniel described it. He saw the night vision. He saw the darkness also, right? He saw the darkness coming with the first part of the fourth beast, the first iteration of that fourth dreadful beast, right?
That's right.
Right? He saw Yahweh sitting on the throne also. You feel me? Right, and then he saw the book being opened up. Right, the knowledge having to be released for us in this time. See, it's all working together. Right, that's why in the night vision, Daniel first saw Yahweh on the throne. Right, in that with the heavenly court, the heavenly host. Right, he saw him giving the decree for the Holy Ghost. Right, and the knowledge of the end to be opened up to us for this time. Right, that's what's happening there. Right, when the books are being opened. All right, and then what did he see? Right, then it fast forward till he see Yahweh Shai during the time of the night putting down all of these other nations and the dominion being given to the people. He's seeing the end. Right.
Hey, can I get a verse on there? Because I definitely wanted to clear something up, because when we just read in Daniel about the dominion, we read about the other nations and the peoples. Just to clarify on that, because a lot of people, they might go to that and they might feel like, which it is a correlation to Revelations, I believe it's 7. And they talk about the peoples and the kindreds, but that's not what that's going into. This is Daniel 7 and 18 real fast. It says, but the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. Right? And we know who the saints are. So that's not talking about the world and everybody coming together in this kumbaya moment. This is the Israelites, even those that came out with the white robes in Revelation 7. This is the people that's coming out of that great tribulation. This is talking about the saints. So we'll possess the kingdom forever and ever and ever. Not talking about just the kindreds and tongues that most people in Christianity come up with their own understanding.
Right. And read verse 22 to back that up.
This is verse 22. Until the Ancient of Days came and judgment was given to the saints of the Most High, and the time came that the saints possessed the kingdom.
See that?
See? The who?
The who possessed the kingdom. The time come into the right. The time come when the time of the Gentiles is fulfilled.
Right, Con.
But this is the part that I love in that part in verse 22. And the judgment was given to the saints of the Most High.
See that? And these Christians, they don't want that. They no, we're not gonna judge nobody.
Right.
What that say? That say the judgment was given to the saints, bro. Only God can judge you.
That's right.
God.
He that is spiritual, judge of all things.
Judges all things.
Yet he judged by who?
No man.
No man. Why? Because he ain't breaking the law. Hello, family?
There
Hey,
it
the
is.
water, sis. We glad that you enjoying class through the Spirit. All praises.
The water.
The water, right? But look, we already at an hour and a half. It's going on 7:30 here Eastern Standard Time. We've talked about the time that we're in, right? That it's almost too late to work, so you better get off your ass. You see that we're in the time of the darkness, but there is a light coming. But you want to know how to get to that light, right? See that?
Get out there. Hey.
Now we got to understand how to get to the path. Get your path illuminated and stay on it.
God. Get yourself on that spiritual ark.
God.
That's right. That's right, man. Get yourself ready to get on that spiritual ark, right? So we're going to talk about how to survive the night. Or in order to survive the night in the gross darkness, you're going to obviously need what? If you out in the middle of the dark, you better have a what?
You need a lamp?
You better have a lamp. Better have a light.
That's right. Illuminate
Right, like our brother's face just got illuminated from his computer, right?
Right.
You need a light in the darkness.
Right.
There's only one thing that can give you the light. And then there's another thing to go along with it. And what you need to do, I don't want to give it away because y'all gonna be like, what? Y'all gonna be like, wow, that's cold, right? Right? So we ain't got time because how to survive the night is gonna take us another hour and a half.
Right.
All right. So tomorrow I'm gonna make a new thumbnail too. Lord willing, I'm gonna get my brother to make a new thumbnail. And tomorrow's lesson, because I gotta give it to you tomorrow back to back, right? It's gonna be how to survive the night. Right? Everybody want to see that, right? I would imagine. Right? Almost too late to get up off your ass because the night is coming. But now you want to know how to survive that night that's coming, right? So tomorrow, Lord willing, man, me or the powerful brother Yeshaya, or the powerful Elder Marshall.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Sister Tina said, Khan, she want to know how to see. Sister want to know how to survive the night. All right. She in the spirit, right? It's like everybody else should be. We should all be wanting to know how to survive the night. So hit that like button, right? Share this video, subscribe, tell your friends and your family members to come kick it with us tomorrow.
Yeah,
hey, we got to try to survive this night because gross darkness has covered this world. And and when I listen to the speech and the talk of our people, and especially after this so-called elections that just finished, the conversation of how they're talking about how their movement is very dark. People
in a dark place. Yeah, people are in a dark place right now. They're feeling like there's no hope, but there is hope. You know what I'm saying? Right? And our hope he liveth.
Right.
Right? Even though you can't see him. Right? See, but hope that you can see, how can you hope for it?
Right.
That's what Brother Paul tells us in the book of Romans. Right? So we have a hope, man, and his name is Yahweh, right?
That's right.
And he sent us a savior, right? His name literally means deliverer, right? Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
All right.
Hey, can I give him a little sneak peek, just a little bit?
Yeah, Con. Go
I
ahead.
don't know if you was gonna go here. I ain't even gonna give it all away though.
We're just gonna bring the blinds down a little bit.
Was.
Hey, just bring the blinds down like the old lady peeping outside, see what's going on. Let's give it.
Yeah, go ahead. Give him a sneak peek. All right, go ahead.
Right. I was gonna hit you with a proverb, but I'm gonna hit you with another one because I don't want to give it all away.
Mm-hmm.
But this is I'm gonna go to another place. This is Proverb 4, and I'll start at verse 18.
Okay.
It says, "But the path of the just is as a shining light, and shineth more and more into the perfect day. The ways of the wicked is as darkness; they know not at what they stumble of." So there's a path that we have to be on that's gonna help us to shine, right? And we got to come out of that darkness because that darkness is sin. So we got a lamp and we got a light, and I don't want to get out of the way yet, but we're gonna dive into that tomorrow.
Yep, Con. We definitely gonna dive in that tomorrow, man. We got some beautiful precepts, and please stay tuned. Like, I have some historical evidence that I want to show when I get to a certain point that backs up a scripture that we're pretty much all familiar with pertaining to our arch enemy, right?
Right.
Look, family, it was gonna come tonight if we could have got through the whole lesson, right? But most of the time I structure my lessons with too many precepts. I'm trying to get more precise for y'all, but it's so good. I'll be wanting to give y'all so y'all can see how these scriptures tie together, here a little, there a little, right? Precept upon precept. All right. Can I say
one thing?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, since the brother gave a little sneak peek, you know, I just wanted to add a little something on that. Like he said,
okay.
Because it's darkness, right?
Mm-hmm.
You need that light to illuminate your way, right?
Mm-hmm.
And not try to get too far into it. Because when you start walking and you get that lamp, and you start walking, then you realize this is a narrow walk I have to walk.
Oh, man!
You know what I'm saying? And you start looking to your left and you look to your right.
Man, bro,
all right, and we're going to leave it at that. That's why I said I don't want to go into it.
Hey, look, the elder and the soldier, both in the spirit, they like in my head knowing where I was going with this.
Con, yeah.
Con.
Hey,
that's
you got to bring that up.
Con. Hey, so look, with that being said, plus my dog, y'all hear him here whining. Actually, he got to go out and use the bathroom. I got you, boy. Come here. Come here. You want to say hi to the people? Come here. Up here. Come on. Y'all see him? Y'all see him? There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go, boy. All right. Get down, Ashley. Enough. Sit. All right. But so again, we'll be back tomorrow, family. Y'all look out for the alerts. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button so you can be informed of all the notifications. You get alerts whenever we're going live. All right, we got that content coming for you, man. Sister said, yeah, fire on one side and water on the other side. Kind of all praise.
That's right.
That's right, man. And
so
look,
she knows.
You know what's up, right? And that's what we're going to do, man. We're going to make sure we give y'all that proper balance, that proper edification, all right? So that out of your bellies can flow that living water. You know what I'm saying? Because the word is like fire shut up in our bones.
That's
all right? Come. Hey, well, with that being said, unless any of you two powerful brothers got anything else, man, we're going to go ahead and close it out, family.
That was it.
Come.
That's all I had.
Con. And with that, we're going to say, Call Halal, Yahweh Ba Shema Mashiach, Yahweh Shah Barakatah, family.
Shalom.
Another lacking, all black, don't draw attention, cause it's just not enough room in this small city. Cleaning crew is out to get you, can you dodge 50? 50-50 odds, hear the applause in the black, ripping through the avenues in the parks, full of guys chilling at the park, cause mama boyfriend Ron tripping, ripping through their hearts, but what he doing after dark, and mama working late and she don't know, cause they don't have the heart. It's safe to say in them shoes, they dark in them. Swim the shore before the whales and the sharks get them. So many bodies in them waters, you ain't gotta swim them.